I would just caution the defendant, again, she needs to be very careful, and she's getting into areas that could open a huge door that I don't think she wants open.
Oh.
I'm going to make another record at 10:24 to 10:25. We held a sidebar that I don't think made it onto the court record. That sidebar again discussed similar issues of if the defendant brings in evidence or testimony that she was a good person and no ill intent and those sorts of things, and specific acts of
Goodness.
Of her being a good person, it could open the door to other things that she may not want the door open to. The state, the defendant, and advisory council were at the bench when we had that short 1 minute sidebar, but I don't know if anyone wants to supplement the record on that. Ms. Kay?
Just, Your Honor, that again, the state did raise any issue of character evidence under 404A and 405, that if the defendant opens the door and tries to advise that she's a good person, a peaceful person, a kind person, a loving person, any of those other types of things, that we believe that would allow us under 405 to then bring in specific acts such as the murder of her children, her husband, and her current husband's wife.
All right.
Which would also be 404B that they withdrew.
No, it'd be
Yeah,
405.
they withdrew it, but if you bring up 404 that you.
Then
you
all
have-
404B is in, or do we get a hearing on
Oh.
what 404B can come in? If I open the door, do I get a
No.
hearing? We stop trial and I get a hearing
have a
on,
very- Stop. We'll have a very short hearing, okay? If you're going to introduce how you have great character and good character, we're going to have a short hearing on what evidence that they can bring in to rebut that character, which could
Okay.
include being convicted of 4 murders.
Oh,
And would you
Talk
like,
to your advisory council during the break. And
you don't
maybe
need to yell at me either.
they-
I'm,
yelling at you, okay?
yeah, you are. And you do not need to talk
Okay.
to me that way. I'm
Take her
very
out. Take
courteous.
her out.
I'm very courteous to
Take
you.
her out. No, you have been nothing near courteous to me during the course of these proceedings. Talk with your advisory council about the rest of your cross. We're going to resume in 15
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my gosh. What just happened?